In this tutorial, we will be discussing the basics of designing paper cuts. There are three main steps you need to know before you start. Number 1, find the elements and fonts. Number 2, position the text in the middle of the design and use the elements to hold the words together. And number 3, connect everything together. So number 1, finding the elements and fonts to use on your paper cut. In these projects, I'll be giving you these to use for free. I hope to teach you how to create them in the future, but for now you can find other elements from Etsy and Google. Fonts you can get from fontbundles.net. Number 2, positioning the elements and fonts. There are 6 main rules to this. Number 1, sketch. This means planning out your design on paper first and then searching the net for the perfect elements. Number 2, choose complementary fonts by using the opposites attract rule. This is based on the font's style, size, and weight. So for example, a bold block font would look great next to a cursive curly font, just like in this example of my Hello Beautiful paper cutting template. Number 3, create a visual hierarchy. You can do this by choosing the keywords and elements and making their style, size, and arrangement stand out from the rest of the design. So for example, in this template, the words welcome and the baby's name stand out from the rest of the design. Rule number 4 is to be consistent. Stick to no more than 3 fonts for the whole design and use the same elements throughout the design. For example, having 2 different types of stars on a design will look odd. Number 5, make sure the words are legible and the elements are clear. This means that the words are not hanging sideways and the spacing between the letters are equal. The elements should also look like what they are supposed to be, so a kettle should look like a kettle and not a shoe. Number 6, go with your instincts. The more you design, the better you will get at knowing what looks right and what doesn't. The third and last rule of designing paper cuts is to make sure everything is connected by overlapping the parts of the design. It's always best to connect the elements of the design as you go along. Double and triple check the design before you get ready to cut it. Once you are happy with your design, save it as an SVG or DXF file and send it directly to your cutting machine. If you plan to cut it out by hand, then simply flip it over and print. That's designing paper cuts in a nutshell. So, what's next? Print out these notes and start the project.